The Boring Company wants to sell you a personal flamethrower.
This company has to change their name. Or is that boring?
3 states want to give you a charge.
Isn't that what taxes are for?
No, they're building charging stations for cars.
Oh, well, the 1950s knew how to be genuinely positive.
Yep. And the Dawn probe just took 11 years to make it to Ceres.
Are you serious?
Sirius? Haha. Very funny. No, the dwarf planet between Mars and Jupiter.
Aha. Well, hey, NASA's new weather satellite gives us the best image of Earth yet.
And you want free swag? Get this month's giveaway, the Worst Show in Vegas t-shirt. Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, and this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world. And guess who's back in the news?
One of our favorite people, the owner of the Boring Company.
Yes, the Boring Company is back.
Yay.
Yay.
Elon Musk. We love Elon Musk. His stuff that he comes up with is pretty cool.
So, okay, I had no idea the Boring Company was even doing this. The Boring Company apparently has developed a flamethrower.
Yes.
And
a personal use flamethrower.
And is selling it for $500.
Which is dirt cheap.
So a representative in Los Angeles introduced a bill called the AB 1949 Explosive Flamethrowing Devices. Okay. So a person presently wishing to use a device that shoots a flamethrower more than 10 feet has to get a permit.
Correct.
So apparently this flamethrower's flame doesn't go 10 feet?
No, so they only need a tier 2 classification.
Okay, and how much does it cost for that?
Well, let's see. It doesn't say exactly how much the fee is.
Okay. So we don't know what the fee is, but you can buy, well, you can't buy it yet. Can you buy it?
It says you can pre-order it.
You can pre-order it, but depending on what the law has, it depends on whether you'll be able to buy it or not.
Yes. And I'm already thinking of all the cool uses for this.
So you need to go look this up, folks. It's a legit thing. The Boring Company created a very non-boring personal flamethrower.
Yes, it's called the Boring Company Flamethrower for $500.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Now here's what's really interesting about this. The reason it's being held up in committee is they can't find a reason to ban them because you can make your own, I suppose.
Well, you have torches. Okay, so one of the uses is you have the torches on the poles that you hook up to propane tanks that you can burn weeds with.
Yes.
So, and how that works, how it kills so it doesn't kill the weeds like you want it to kill the weeds because the weeds are alive. Okay.
That is
and
correct.
The weeds have a lot of moisture in them. So you're sitting there and you're hitting with the flamethrower and you're expecting the weed to like burst into flames and disappear.
It doesn't do that.
Not what it does.
No, at first it wilts.
It doesn't even wilt it doesn't even wilt and bubble while you're doing it. I mean, it takes like 5 minutes with the flame on it for a good weed to do this because the weed's got all this moisture in it. What you're actually doing is, scientific explanation here. I need to put on my lab coat. What it actually does is it boils the water inside the plant, bursting and rupturing the cells of the plant, killing the plant.
Correct.
So the plant literally boils inside of itself, but it's actually destroying the cellular structure of the plant. And then after a couple days, it wilts and dries and flies and then just blows away.
Yes. If you've ever seen the pictures of forest fires, you will see and hear trees exploding because the sap is boiling in the trees.
Yeah.
Same concept.
Very dangerous to be around that.
But one of the reasons that this is taking so long to get passed is because they realize that they're going to have at least one staff person to cover all the licensing and research, and then somebody has to actually enforce the law. And they figured it's going to cost between $100,000 and $200,000 a year to do that. So they're trying to figure out how much they have to cost,
Well, not only that, but what other things like these torches is that going to do? Oh yeah, and then you got the little trigger starters, like your little butane ones.
Yes, I've got one of those.
And so it's from 2 to 10 feet.
Yes.
Okay, so
if it's less than 2 feet, you don't need a permit.
But the torches go out more than that. What about space heaters? I guess
space heaters don't. Yeah, they don't blow that
out more than
right.
But some of them do. Those torpedo ones, they have flame that comes out the end.
They can do that, but you're not supposed to.
Oh, okay. I guess we modified that.
That's not safe.
That's not safe. All right, so lighters.
He's like, but I used to do that all the time.
You just crank it up a little bit. But
that's
right. So what are your uses? If you came up with a list, okay. So I hope one of them wasn't killing weeds.
No. The very first thing that I would use it for is I would mount it in the hood of my car. Just like, who was it that did that? The Green Hornet? Did he have the flamethrower in front of his car?
I don't know. All right, make a comment down there. Who had flamethrowers? What superheroes? Is the Green Hornet a superhero?
I don't think they were considered superheroes. I think they were called, they have a different name for them.
All right, tell us what that name is.
They're kind of dark. They're not superheroes, and they're not heroes. They're not
Batman. Batman, what's your superpower? I'm rich.
Right. Yeah. So, but you know how one of the most frustrating things when you're driving and you're in the left-hand lane and the guy is doing 10 miles on the speed limit in the left-hand lane, I would just burn his tires off. So we have to get off.
Okay. No. Okay. You're the reason why
that's why there's rules.
That's why they're going with
but that's what I'd want it for.
Okay. Well, that's not going to work. Okay. So what else would you use it for? I'm gonna go. No, rubber stamp that one. No, denied.
At least once a year we have bonfire, and granted, I know the proper way to do this, but I've been to friends' parties and stuff like that, and I think it would be really cool to stand 10 feet away to start your fire versus walking up there, putting the match in there, and hoping you back up before you lose all the hair on your arms.
Well, my favorite part is the guys who think the fire's going out.
Yeah.
So they stand over the top of it with a gallon of gas, and they're pouring it on there, and all of a sudden, whoosh.
First of all, folks, don't use gasoline. The fumes in the gasoline are more volatile than the actual liquid. Right. Use kerosene or diesel fuel.
Okay, don't. If it's already lit, just leave it alone.
Yeah. Put kindling on it. Kindling.
Yeah. Throw light stuff on there.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have another use for a flamethrower? I can't think of any constructive uses right now for a flamethrower, but go ahead. I'm trying.
Well, you know when they do the hot tar on your driveway and stuff like that in cracks?
Yeah.
Granted, they're using the proper tank with the wand and, just like you're talking about, But wouldn't it look cool?
Reseal your cracks in your driveway.
Sure. You would look so cool doing that. You could wear a cape.
And a mask.
Yeah.
No way to know. Yeah, you'll get the police called on you for that. Okay, good use. I like it for sealing the cracks in your driveway. Good.
I don't know. Most of the other items that I would use it for are things I would never actually do, but it would be humorous.
Okay. Cook a hot dog?
I was thinking that marshmallows and stuff like that.
S'mores,
the problem is
instant s'mores.
You need a 10-foot pole in order to hold it with one hand and flamethrower in the other.
You do it like who shot the apple off the guy's head?
William Tell.
William Tell. You do like William Tell. You have somebody hold it out.
Oh, yeah.
And then all right. Here's the deal. I'm gonna get a marshmallow and not light you on fire.
Yeah, you might be a redneck. Yes.
That's another bad use.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't. So, okay, but why?
Really, besides the weeds and a few other crazy things like that, there's not really a legitimate reason to have one.
Yeah, why would you have one? Oh, excuse me.
Now, let me close this one out.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
more electric stuff for Elon Musk?
Well, it's not necessarily Elon Musk, but he sort of reminded me of this because he does a lot of this cool new technology stuff. One of the biggest problems that they've been having with electric cars is people are still hesitant to buy them because unless you live in a city or an urban area where there's charging stations all over the place, they're still limited mileage. Granted, some of these vehicles are now doing a couple 100 miles, which is pretty impressive.
Even if you can do 400 miles, how do you know that there's another charging station where you got to go? Now, the S class of the what's Elon's car? Tesla. Thank you.
Yes.
Couldn't have done it if you wouldn't help me there.
Yeah, right.
The S-Class has you put the route in, and it actually tells you, hey, you need to stop at this charging station because if you go past this charging station, you won't make it to the next charging station before you need to be charged.
Correct.
And I heard they like recharge in like 20 minutes or so. So that's not too bad.
No, it's not as fast as gas. You figure pull into a gas station,
Well, yeah,
4 minutes later, you're out again.
Yeah.
But it's going to be similar. So obviously, I'm assuming that companies are going to be smart and convenience stores are going to start doing stuff like this also.
And are all the plugs the same? See this? I don't know. Someone write down. I don't think they are.
Universal.
I don't think they are. I don't know if they're universal charging stations or how that works.
The Abbey Resort has a charging station there.
Well, they have them all over here too. They have them at the IKEA over here, the casino.
And I'm thinking there's only one type of plug on the end, so they've got to be pretty universal. We should have looked into that, but
yeah. Somebody can make a comment down there. Is this something that we should talk about even, or is it like?
Well, we talk about things we should talk about anyway.
Out. Well, yeah, we're gonna put an end to that.
Well, here's the cool thing. There's 3 states that are in the process of trying to make this happen: California, New York, and New Jersey, where they're spending $1.3 billion over the next couple of years to try to solve this problem by putting stations freaking everywhere.
So the state is taking on the cost of building these gas stations.
Correct.
These
charging stations.
Charging stations.
Right. I'm assuming that they're going to be paid to operate. In other words,
they all are.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Teslas, if you buy the car, it comes with free charging, or is there
something like that? Right.
There's somewhere you can buy, but whatever. But yeah, for $100,000, it should get some benefits.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay.
But yeah, it's 234 fast charging stations at around 50 different sites throughout the state, and that one was California.
Wow.
So that's quite a few.
Yeah, that is a lot. That's crazy. So, okay.
It has potential. Now, everybody knows that technology is constantly getting better. So at some point, in the near future, electric cars are going to be very prevalent on the road. I'm already seeing them frequently. I don't think I can go a week without seeing one around here, and I'm out in the boonies.
Can't go a week without seeing one.
Right. In the city, you see them every day, I'm sure.
All the time. That's crazy. Yeah. So, I can't imagine a lot of people having electric vehicles. Yeah.
No. But and some of the new styles, BMW's got one coming out. It looks like a freaking race car.
Well, they're pretty cool, but I don't know if you've ever seen a video on what the battery looks like. I recently saw the Ford hybrid battery. So you think it's like this cool battery, right? Or I don't know. What do you think? What do you think the inside of the battery looks like?
Believe it or not, Bunny is chewing on the electrical cord for the computer.
Awesome.
Go, get away from it.
So
sorry, folks.
So yeah, so when the power goes out, we know why.
Yeah. All right.
Your imaginary bunny that we've never seen, and it's our running gag on the show that you will never see the bunny, because if it does come on the screen, I'll just edit it out. Nope, no bunny.
In that case, I won't pick up the camera, because now that it's not mounted, I can actually move the camera pretty easy.
Yeah. Is the room cleaned up so you can see it?
Close enough. He's letting me pet him, but he just went away. See, you talked about him, and now he's mad.
Dang right. That's what I do.
So, but anyway, back to the show.
I have no idea what we were talking about.
Technology, things are the batteries, the original battery.
Do you know what it looks like inside there?
To me, it would look like underneath the seat of an electric golf cart. There'd be like 6 batteries all glued together.
Okay, so imagine a long tube, like a flashlight. Remember the
yes,
right? What are those flash mag lights, right?
Right. Yep.
Imagine a mag light. Okay, but instead of at the end having a light bulb at an end, having it crimps down and there's 2 connectors there, and then inside there are little individual cells, just like the batteries.
Cool.
It's really like that. So you could take, if you take the battery apart, you can literally pull out one of these rows of batteries and then pull out the little D cells, the big D cells, and you can just replace the D cell if it's shorted out, or you can replace that whole thing if it's shorted out or if the battery goes bad. I was like,
It's technology.
I thought it was cooler or bigger or plates, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's not.
it has to be. They have to get the weights down. That was the problem with the original electric cars. Is the batteries weighed so much, literally
Couldn't move the car.
half the weight of the car was the batteries.
Right. So they
Can't be 50% of your weight.
Yep. No, it is crazy. So should we move on to our positivity message?
Yeah, but what are you going to do that has something to do with, what we've been talking about?
Okay, a flamethrower?
A challenge. I gave him a challenge.
A flamethrower? This is easy, right? This is so easy, it's not even funny. I'm going to go back to my old buddy Zig Ziglar.
Oh, yeah.
So you talked about a flamethrower, right?
Yes.
And then you talked about having to put all of these charging stations because people are going to run out of energy before they get to the next charging station.
Right.
So anything that could go wrong is what we focused on.
Okay.
What Zig Ziglar said is this, and here comes a positive message. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start being positive about what could go right.
Bingo. Ding, 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 ding.
So our first part of our show was the stop being afraid of what could go wrong. And now we're going to take the rest of the show and we're going to start being positive about what could go right. And that's Zig Ziglar.
Cool beans.
There you go. That was our positive.
Thanks, Zig.
No problem, man. Zig's awesome. It's pretty funny that this was back in like the 1950s when Zig Ziglar was around writing all this stuff.
Yep.
People have not changed. It's still the same things to get people to, influence friends, make friends, influence people. It's still the same stuff.
Exactly.
It's the same stuff that they're still teaching today. So that's pretty cool.
Only more interesting because it's on our show.
Yes. So let's talk about, what do we have next? NASA.
Oh, we like NASA.
All right. So what positive thing has NASA done?
Okay. As we know, even though we don't shoot rockets up with people on them anymore, we do still send things way out into far outer space to help learn about outer space.
Well, we had to send this a few years
This
ago.
went out quite a while. Actually, I should have checked that. When did this one actually go out? It's on its... It visited in 2011. It was launched in 2007. Holy cow, that was like, and it's still functioning.
Right. So
now that tells you American
batteries. So what kind of batteries do they have in that thing? Because it's got, I bet you it's got solar panels and it's recharging.
It has to, or else it's nuke, but I don't think it is. No, I can see the picture of it. It's definitely solar.
Is that a picture or is that
it's a picture?
Artist.
Oh, it could be. What does it say? An artistic rendering. Yeah. Caught me again.
Artist rendering.
See what happens.
Yeah, but it's got solar panels. But okay, so how do they know that the sun power can reach out that far?
Now, here's the thing.
Because they focus on what could go right.
That's correct. It's all about, light travels. By the time it gets there, it's just older. It's still light.
It's just older.
Just older.
Just older.
Remember I was talking about the Jack Campbell books a week or two ago? And one of the things he mentioned is in real life, if you come in through a gate in the solar system, a light that you're seeing from the planet to the gate could be 4 hours old, could be 6 hours old, because it takes that long for light to travel, even though it's traveling very fast.
Right. And one of the other theories they have is you could be traveling towards a star that is burned out.
Very true.
By the time you get to it, that light that you're seeing is light that's not coming anymore.
Correct.
And light travels fast because it's the speed of light.
It does.
Otherwise,
the universe
is
not small.
Otherwise, they wouldn't say you're traveling at the speed of light. So
but anywho, their Dawn spacecraft is making a trip around Ceres. Ceres?
Yes. Yeah.
Dwarf planet Ceres.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. How far do they say that out there is? Wow.
21 points. It's going to come within 21.7 miles.
Right.
Of the planet.
Pretty cool. But I don't know how far out that is. I don't see that anywhere in here. So if everybody knows how far away.
The probe's going to stay there for 50 years.
Well, it's going to get into a good orbit. And yeah. Wow.
Yep. It does have fuel, but it's going to run out of fuel. But solar panels will continue operating, but sooner or later they will fail.
Oh, so what they're saying is the probe will still be there circling, but when the fuel runs out, the vehicle won't be able to orient its solar panels towards the sun.
Yep.
And it'll eventually run out of power. But
that's pretty awesome. See, we're nerdy.
And if it's good for 50 years, we go out there and recover it.
Oh, that's right. We could take one of Tesla's rockets.
It only took 10 years. Yeah, they're going to send a car out to it.
Yeah.
Drive up, fill it up, bring it in.
I'm thinking this is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. All right. Do we have another? If we got a few minutes here, do we have another subject on Earth, or should we save that for the next?
No, we'll just do it fast because it's too cool and it matches with this.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. What does Earth look like from the U.S.'s most advanced weather satellite?
Okay, what does it look like?
Well, here's what's interesting. If you look at the picture, we can go back to our flat earthers and say, hey, maybe you're partially right. Maybe the Earth is flat and also round.
So it's not a globe. It's a round disc like a Frisbee.
Or a pie plate, right.
Or pie plate. Or a pizza.
But anyway, after almost 3 months after being launched into space, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's NOAA satellite sent back some of its first pictures. The pictures are beautifully sharp. I mean, you can see everything. And they did a time-lapse video of
the sun.
The sun sun going around the planet, so you can see the darkness coming. It is. If you get a chance, go look up NOAA/NASA and see that. It's pretty cool.
And
it's worth seeing.
I'll put a post up, or I'll put it in a link down on the bottom down there, so you guys can see. Go take a look at this and check it out. But
it's beautiful.
That is crazy.
It is. And the weather. You can look at the weather patterns here.
Okay, so I'm looking at the beautiful picture. It's really, really good. Is this an artist rendering also?
No.
Well, it could be, and that's what the conspiracy. It's the flat Earth.
I see. Even though it says photo, they're saying it could be. Yeah.
Yeah, it could. Hey, we're good at stuff like that now, so it could be.
Okay.
So the Earth could still be flat.
You know what would be really cool?
What would be really cool?
Is if they took, like, the top 10 annoying people who have the biggest, I'm saying that wrong, not annoying, the top 10 most, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. But
where they have big following, where they have a big following, send them up there and they can see it for themselves and then say, I was right, it's flat, or I was wrong, it's round.
Well, isn't that what, back to Elon Musk, is he's doing with SpaceX? He's going to take people
what he was doing. There was that. Well, yeah, he could do it. Go up. There we go.
Right?
Save your money.
Isn't that what it is? Save up your money. You can go up there and then you can see for yourself.
I like it. We're going to do that. Let's go together.
Okay. From all the money we make on the show, I can't see myself, so I've got to move some screens.
I'm just thinking,
What do you?
Look at the autographs, folks. All four of there's four. Four
performers
of the performers from the worst show in Vegas, the worst family doing the worst show in Vegas, have autographed this shirt, and it's yours. All you have to do is put, I want the worst shirt.
I want the worst T-shirt. I want the worst T-shirt. Put it in the comments down there. I want the worst T-shirt. Go to our website. Go to whathappened.world on the contact page. Put in there, I want the worst T-shirt. I don't have a problem with that either. Another way to get an entry. That's another way. I
like it.
About that. So put in the comments down there. I want the worst T-shirt. One entry. Go to what happened to Las Vegas today. In the comments, put down, I want the worst T-shirt. Go to Scott's show.
Fun Guy the Entertainer
cooks for you. Go to our website, whathappened.world. All these links are in the show more down there. Hit the contact page and go, I want the worst T-shirt. Get a friend to do it. Have them put your screen name in there, and you got 2 entries, his and yours. So there you go. All right. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
and please subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Subscribe. Where it says click more, just click more and hit subscribe. Click more, subscribe. Click more, subscribe. That's all you got to do over and over and over. You just do it once. but get all your friends to do it. And with that, I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, love life, and have a good one.